This is a story of how ideas and feelings are transmitted from one person to another in our modern world. A story of communication. Ideas and feelings are communicated in two basic forms. One is through sound. Spoken language is the most common way of communicating through sound. The other basic way ideas are communicated is through sight, by seeing movements such as gestures. By reading written words and symbols, we can understand ideas expressed by others. Men have long communicated with each other through sounds and sight. In ancient times, people had language too, but spoken ideas could be sent only as far as the voice would carry. Writing was also used in ancient times, but was done by hand, laboriously, one copy at a time. One of the earliest means of sending written messages over long distances was by runner, but this took a great deal of time. Drum signals traveled faster than runners, but were effective only as far as the sound of the drum would carry. Smoke signals were useful only as far as they could be seen. Ancient peoples had the same forms of communication as we do. But today, through improved means of communication, sound can be carried almost instantaneously, far beyond the range of unaided hearing. Ideas in words and pictures can be reproduced quickly and easily in large numbers by modern printing methods. The invention of television has made it possible for us to communicate through a combination of sights and sounds. Modern means of communication have overcome the ancient barriers of time and distance. By means of the telephone, we are able to make use of the services of a variety of people and to keep in touch with friends and relatives. Fast, reliable communication is possible through our mail service. Many written and printed messages are regularly delivered to us by the postman. Mail is sent quickly from one place to another, near and far, using modern means of transportation. Newspapers keep us in touch with international and local happenings and provide us with entertaining reading, too. Books offer us unlimited possibilities for fun. They offer, too, a deeper understanding of the world today as well as yesterday. Through reading, we can communicate with the great minds of the past and present. We are made aware of happenings of the moment through radio and television, which bring us events as they are occurring, allowing us to witness history as it is being made. These means of communication bring us information and entertainment. Enjoyment comes also from motion pictures, another means of communication. Motion pictures are often made for educational uses, too. Through motion pictures, a wealth of information is made available to you. By means of recordings, it is possible to hear the best in past performances again and again. Modern communication is important in daily living, in providing entertainment and information, and in keeping us in touch with activities about us. In business, too, communication is important. Advertising through picture and printed word tells many people what places of business have to sell. Fast communication is necessary to business in other ways, too. There are letters to be answered, bills to be paid, payments to be received. All this paperwork must be handled by mail or messenger service. When new merchandise must be ordered, the businessman may place his order by mail, Or, if it is needed more quickly, he may send a telegram to a wholesaler in another city. Modern businesses could not have developed without effective communication. Communication is vitally important to the business of transportation, too. The railroads, for instance, rely on cross-country messages and safety devices that warn motorists of dangers along the highway. With such devices, goods and people can move smoothly and rapidly from one part of the country to another. The safety of ships depends on radio, which brings weather reports and allows contact with other ships and shore stations. Airplanes flying passengers or freight depend on radio contact with the ground to help ensure safe flying conditions and safe landing in good weather or bad. Effective communication is vital to business in transporting people and goods safely from place to place, and in speeding the production and selling of goods. Agencies of local, state, and federal governments need rapid means of communication to operate effectively. By means of radio, local police can be in almost instant contact with each other and with law enforcement agencies in other parts of the country. Help from your local police or fire department is as near as your telephone. Your call brings almost instant response.
That's the international picture. And now news from our nation's capital.
Perhaps communication serves government best by keeping the people of our country informed about national and international issues. For an informed citizen can vote more intelligently than one who is uninformed. The continents of the world are linked together by cables laid on the ocean's floor, which form a communication bond that promotes world trade. Radio signals span the earth, making easy contact among national governments possible. Modern means of communication bring nations closer together for better understanding. Modern communication is constantly being improved. Compare modern printing presses with the hand press of the past. Compare the crystal radio set with the modern transistor portable radio. Compare the crank telephone with the automatic dialed telephone systems of today. Modern communication is important in daily life. It keeps us in touch with the world, informing and entertaining us. In the world of commerce, communication brings producer and consumer closer together and helps speed the transaction of business. But above all, good communication is essential to help people exchange ideas and feelings more effectively. This is the important role of communication in our modern world.